Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Griffin back with another Gerbs Grubs video. This is the fourth video in the 10-part series where I learn how to cook and edit as I go. Today we're just learning how to make a chicken Alfredo, and let's just jump right into it. Gotta start off by grating some parm here. We need a lot of Parmesan for this dish, so right now I'm just testing out different techniques, different methods, trying to get the most Parmesan I can out of the grating. Definitely gonna need to do some more grating than this. This is not enough Parmesan. I found that my favorite technique to use was just moving it as fast as I can, like up and down, and not really like doing full motions of the grating. See, look how much I got out of that. Alright, so let's transfer this into the bowl here. While still measuring it, making sure we got the right amount. Alrighty, now let's move on to our chicken. So what we're gonna do is take this knife and I'm just gonna cut this chicken into little strips here. So that way, when our pasta is ready and then our chicken's also ready, it's just gonna be little bite-sized pieces that's gonna go onto the pasta. So right now I'm just gonna be doing that, making these into little strips. Now let's move on to our second one. We're just gonna be tossing these into the bowl that we're gonna toss the seasoning and olive oil with it. So right now I'm just making these into more strips. Finishing up here. Alrighty, let's toss these into the bowl. And let's move on to our tossing. We're gonna throw some olive oil in there. Take some tongs out. Just gonna mix that in with the olive oil. Let's add our seasoning. So I am using some old seasoning here. This is actually from the first video that I made. We had some leftover salmon avocado salad seasoning. So I'm just gonna use that on this chicken. Works perfectly fine. And yeah, that's, if you wanna see what that seasoning is, you can watch episode 1. And see what that seasoning is, what all I put in there. But yeah, we're just gonna toss these around with tongs, mix it all together, make sure it's uniform throughout. Alright, now let's move on to our pasta. Add some salt into the water that we're making the pasta with. Let's turn on the heat for the chicken. And as we're waiting for this water to boil for the pasta, I'm gonna get the chicken set up ready here so that I can start cooking this at any time. Now it looks like our water's almost boiled here, so let's start putting in our pasta. Alright, we're just breaking that in here. Oh, almost dropped the spoon in the pasta there. Apparently you're not supposed to leave that in there. But yeah, I'm just gonna break that in and mix it as I go. Now let's move on to the chicken. We're gonna do 2 batches of this because we got too much chicken for this pan. So I'm just gonna set the first batch in here. Keep an eye on that so I can flip it when it's ready. Alright, seems pretty good there. There we go. Waited a bit of time, now we gotta flip the chicken. Alrighty, it looks a little underdone, so I'm gonna cook the other chicken to about this point, and then we're gonna throw it all back on, I think. Alright, let's start with our second batch now. And as we're doing this off camera, I'm also still stirring the pasta. I just think it would be kind of frustrating to show different portions of me stirring it, you know? So I'm just showing the chicken right now. Alright, let's flip this second batch here. Oh, look at here. Here's some stirring action. Alright, let's throw all of our chicken back on now. Now we finished up our chicken. We had to throw a whole stick of butter into the same pan that we used before. But ignore that. We're gonna dump our pasta, strain it out. And now we're making Alfredo sauce with the butter. Added some Parmesan there as well. We're just gonna mix that until it gets a nice consistency. Alright, it's looking pretty uniform. Let's get some parsley now. Just gonna be chopping that up here. Using some of her skills from video 1 here, where I also needed to chop parsley. Make sure you go watch that. Alright, our Alfredo sauce is looking very uniform here, very complete. Just needs our parsley, and I think we're ready to add our pasta and chicken. So we added our parsley here, mixed it in. Now let's add our pasta. The worry we have here is just making sure it doesn't splash, and I splashed it. But it's fine, we just gotta mix it in, I'll clean that up later. And once our chicken's mixed in here, it's basically a done deal here. Dish is complete. Just needs to be plated up. So I'm just gonna be tossing this in a little bit. Gotta be careful that I don't splash again. And now, just need to add some Parmesan on top, and there you go. Thanks for watching.